Hey guys, welcome back to The Fred Factor by Mr. Mark Sanborn. If this is the first time you're watching any of our videos, we basically read one chapter a day. We break down what we thought of it, and I love seeing comments on what you thought of the chapter and if you took it in a different way than I did. So again, if this is your first time catching us, and we're already on chapter 3, so be sure to go back to the previous videos where we talk about The Ford by John C. Maxwell, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Right now we're on chapter 3, Fred Sightings. It opens up with a really nice quote from Mr. Winston Churchill, and it tells us about different sightings. So the first story he talks about is Starbucks and how he accidentally spilled coffee on his pants and that he needed to get dry cleaned, and how there really are so many people in any industry, in any occupation, that go above and beyond things that they're supposed to do. And then we go into a funny Fred and how this flight attendant goes out of their way to make sure that people are enjoying the flight and they're just doing above and beyond really what they're supposed to do, right? Versus this is my job, I'm supposed to do this and that's all I'm gonna do. My job is a cashier, my job is not to clean. So it really just gives you so many examples of the different Freds that exist, whether it be funny. After that one, an accountable Fred. This one's really, really cool about this guy who, it was Father's Day and he was out of town. So then they called up to get the dad pancakes, eggs, and bacon, which was his favorite breakfast. But at that particular hotel, they didn't have pancake, eggs, and bacon. So the guy went out of his way just to get it for this gentleman. A generous Fred, really cool story about how it's generous. And then after that one, a famous Fred, love that one. Oh, the famous Fred is really cool because I'm reading it this whole time about young Colin working at Pepsi, and out of nowhere, years later, the world watched Colin Powell serve as the chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff, led the military effect in the Gulf War, which was really, really cool because the whole time I'm reading it, I didn't think it was anything famous other than the working at the Pepsi plant. I was like, okay, that doesn't mean much. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, it's Mr. Colin Powell. That's crazy. More Fred sightings. They talk about a waitress over here. And all these different stories. Just really, really cool. And what I kind of want to talk to you guys about right now is how many Freds are in your life right now? And in what capacity have they been able to mentor you? What capacity have they been able to help you? What capacity have they been able to make your experience better? I don't care if you're talking about a restaurant. I don't care if you're talking about a hotel. Share below your comments about the different type of Freds that are in your life. And let me know what you thought of Chapter 3, Fred Sightings. Me personally thought it was really cool. And moving on. So guys, if you don't know, description box, check out all my Instagram, Facebook. Love to connect with you guys. Be a part of our Facebook community where if you have any questions for me, feel free to go be a member of the Facebook community. Ask me and I'll make a video for you. And until that next episode, I'll see you guys for part 2, Becoming a Fred.